And priorities. There is no safe amount of alcohol during pregnancy. It is July 9, 12 p.m.
I didn't do all this. I didn't even notice. I didn't do the grass here.
Just wanted to say thanks for everything. Hope Street handles my showing, screening, inspections, and getting second traffic. So I'm going next.
Have an armchair landlord with Hope Street Property Management. Visit hopestreet.ca for your free online rental evaluation. Things like that comes from Ron Mike Richards show. What would you have done or what would you have said to your player? Like, give me your phone. Oh, no, not this again. Ron Mike Richards. Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. and right after on my Excavator podcast. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball.
What?
boiled it down to a pretty simple explanation for how to get Altuve back on track. Swing and strike. Takes his strike there, and we're seeing maybe a little more patience even on pitches in the zone tonight for Altuve. 2-1.
Yeah, both of them have been on 2 counts. Excuse me if I'm remembering. The first at that, I want to say it was 2-0 count. It looked like he was taking all the way. And then that one again, I feel like he's taken all the way. His average count, of course.
2-1. Outside, 3 balls, 1 strike.
I also feel like he's one of the few hitters that we see that is not staying in the very, very back of the batter's box. He'd actually roll on the batter's box.
3-1 pitch line to left field. It's down for a base hit. Altuve jumps on that cutter below the zone. And that's his first base hit of the game.
I mentioned Joe Espada said swing and strike, but he is so good at hitting pitches outside of the zone too. It's a fine balance. It's a fine line that you're trying to tread upon when you're somebody that has
This is Calgary, Alberta.
as Jose Altuve does. That's not a bad location, low and out of the zone, and you still hit the target left.
Guys all know the road goes the other fucking way too, right? Like, it goes to the exact same place. Now let's drive through the stretch this out.
Look at the ones that are bouncing. I think that's a little bit higher.
Season 15 for Altuve. He has 2,400 career hits. He's never swung back.
Yeah, I also looked down that if the ball bounced on its way to him, that he'd be able to figure out how to get it for a base hit as well.
0-1 to Sanchez. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I do feel like an area, though, just watching some of the games recently where pitchers have been trying to go after him is in the low and outside part of the zone to try to get into the shape of those pitches. So, if he can, just not necessarily pitches that you're going to do a ton of damage on.
1-1. Get on the line to right field. That's not pushes onto the warning track. Leaps on the dirt to make the game. Altuve went nearly up. First. And he's 1 out of his top 6. Still 2-0.
Another hard hit ball put in play, but it's another green by the DJ's outfield. Nathan Lucas out there in right field, drop step backward. Ball taken over on a line. Out to him. It's another curveball too, so that might have something to get on it. All the way to the
One out, Christian Walker up the pitch. Get down, low and 1. Gets you over quickly to the scene of the Florida line down scoreboard. Still 2-2. Tigers will win that game. In the bottom of the 6th. The Red Sox will play later. Another team the Blue Jays got their eye on. Finally, Boston. Kansas starts Boston. They debut against Cherry Springs. That game in Sacramento. It's tied. Goes into Walker to center down the first back in by the base runner out Tuesday. One strike out Tuesday. Still in his first in the dirt. Just to make sure why he's involved in this one. 2 hits left on play this year. Altuve and White.
I do think that Lang still has the baseball in his first bid. Get another baseball from the umpire.
Step off the road for first and back in. Anderson Reyes was starting second on Jordan Alvarez. He got the throw. He actually threw the ball straight. Then he turned and threw the glove on Alvarez, making him panic because there was nothing in his glove. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2 as Bieber gets ahead of Walker there with a slider. Oliver Anytown scores. Again brought to you by St. Louis Bar and Grill. 2-2 Tigers Yankees. No score yet between the Red Sox and the Players. 1-2 next. In the dirt, blocked by Kirk. In Toronto, it's 3-0 to the Astros home. That first game homer by Correa. Now we could see pitching changes for both sides pretty soon. Dario Rodriguez is warming up for the Blue Jays. And for the Astros, Daniel Santos. took away a hit and probably an RBI or two for the leaping captain of the bench. 0-1 pitch. In a line and down in right field of base hit. Altuve wheels around third. He'll score. Throw from left field goes into the shortstop. To Clement up to second.
Watching everybody, like and subscribe. Almost done this fucking day.
Over the Royals, and it's currently 2-2 between the Orioles and the Pittsburgh Pirates. But Cal Bradish goes 7 innings, allowing 4 hits, 1 run, which was earned, 2 walks, and 6 best ERA in all of baseball, 2.92. And the National League as well. Blue Jays baseball, as always, brought to you by Brown Run Protection. Let's get back down to the Rogers Center in our game. In relief for the Blue Jays with the call at the Rogers Center. Here's Ben Shulman and Matt Tippett. Thank you very much. 16 years for the season for Yadiel Rodriguez. 3.14 ERA and a whip just above 1. Right-hander for Cuba. Second and third for the Astros. 2 outs. 3-0.
Landed on me. Fucking subdivision stinks and fucking bad. Under the bus. That will make you smile. You might even stand for one up there?
What was their price?
That's it?
5-carat creative diamond.
Their average price was more than
Nice.
$15,000.
What is our price again? $6,499.
$130,000 was a 5-carat natural diamond, and $15,000 was the average cost for a 5-carat created diamond.
$6,499.
Now we pile the concrete and crush it and sell it back to the guys who pay us to take it out.
Now imagine
Good, see you tomorrow.
Here's the reality. It's been hard to keep teachers in the profession.
Yeah, we have our own concrete piles.
Pay for teachers
We stack her up and crush her in the fucking winter
With
time.
fair wages, we can keep the ones we have and hire more. But we need the provincial government to step up.
Well, but you going somewhere or you not?
Is a good deal for kids. A message from government.
Get out of here. What are you doing, bro?
As the Blue Jays still strive for their first of the game, they'll serve at the top of the order. George Springer.
Dylan Santos has been pitching pretty well for the Houston Astros recently. He's just given up one earned run through the month of August and now into September.
The fact that nobody's been hit by a car here is actually pretty freaking amazing.
Long strike, 0-1.
So we're at 4-peak fastball. The 14-er has a 6-ball run.
Third stop signs or yield signs here. Nobody knows what to do here. These guys start driving out.
That's been a struggling thing recently. 1-1 pitch. Outside 2-1. That is how Angel De Los Santos, really a journeyman throughout his career, has turned himself from
Already
a
warm, though.
mid-season pickup into one of the most prominent relievers right now in this Houston pen. Pitching a decent leverage
That
right now.
what,
Houston
Monday?
up 3, bottom of the 6th.
Already bored?
These 2-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 3.
Oh, finally got me fucking Yay.
The Blue Jays on the board also, their first hit of the game. And it's 3-1 for the Astros.
Oh, fuck, man, I make more overtime than I do regular time.
Throughout the Yankee series, he was getting the right pitches. He just wasn't.
I'm guaranteed to be on overtime o'clock every day, and then after I hit 40 hours, I'm full overtime. So is it Tuesday? I'll be on full overtime like Thursday at like 9 in the morning.
Taking a hit away from Lucas, 1 out. Springer that home run just before the Lucas in center field was his furthest hit home run of the year and all season at 114 miles an hour and 460
Well,
feet.
You know, Blake Murphy and
That is
I
it
were
for
sitting
me.
there just discussing how unique his swing is and how he gets so much backward movement almost with his barrel. His barrel turns completely behind it, but what I think that it allows him to do is let the ball travel and see those pitches.
Oh no, this
maybe just a
is
split second.
this is overtime, baby. She's a lot of overtime. That's why I'm out on the farm in the wintertime though. The farm, I don't even care if I get paid. I just want a shop to work in. But appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Fucking 7. 7 o'clock. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't think I'd get out of bed if I wasn't making 100K. So, yeah, everybody have a good night. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a good one.